Right, hi guys. We're going to start today in Tir Prince, North Wales. We're going to show you everything that is currently open, things that are closed, things to do in the area out of season. So today is the 5th of November and it is 4 o'clock. So there might be a few things closed that would normally be open through the day. I didn't manage to get down early enough today, unfortunately, but we'll see. So as you can see, Knightley's fun fair has now closed for the season. Everything's still here. They don't remove the rides, or they haven't done so far. There does look like there's something missing in the far, just where I'm there. You can see more of the sea, but then we normally come at night, so it might be completely different, you know, view-wise. So you might be wondering why people visit the area out of season. Some people like the quiet. Some people aren't up for the hustle and bustle. Where we are, we have great links to the A55. It can take you straight to areas such as Snowdonia, Bettycoed, Llandudno, Rill. If you're travelling from the opposite end, I mean, you can go up to Chester. Blackpool's only an hour and a half away, so you've got a decent base. Caravans currently are cheaper to run than houses, heat-wise. It doesn't take that much to heat one up, so they might not work out as expensive as you think. This time of year also, the prices of renting somewhere out, if you don't own one, are cheaper. But we do still have more places open than I thought there would be. I mean, down this little stretch on its own, the Knightley's area, we have Amusements. They will likely be on restricted hours, maybe restricted days. Something I need to have a look into. But I mean, they're all subject to change, I would imagine, due to how busy places can get. Bar areas. This chip shop, as advertised, it isn't actually open till next season. Food and bar, or more than one. With themed areas. And you're just running off the back of Aberford Caravan Park. Try and get away from the music a bit. Right, so we were less than a minute from where we were previous. I just had to get away from the music. Unfortunately, it seems to be following us around a bit today. Hopefully we won't be too bad here. So we've got another set of arcades that are open. As you can see, car parks are empty. Pizza and kebab place. No, that doesn't close as far as I'm aware at all. It's going to be some of these stalls that we're going to have to check that they haven't already closed, you know, just closed or closed up for the season. Now, from previous experience of being down here, a lot of them do close up for the season. If my voice is a bit inaudible, I'm going to apologise now. I'm absolutely full of cold. So the Morton Arms is still open. They do food, beer, show sports. But the cafe next door is currently closed, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that won't be reopening, maybe on the weekends, but it is a Saturday now. Time-wise isn't great. We could do a Sunday roast. Signs like this really help. So as of the 5th of November, which is today. Be opening Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, 9 till 2, so I've obviously missed that. The lady across the road has assured me she doesn't close. Unfortunately, we've arrived a bit late to see her where, but she's open all year round, and she's open 10 till 4. That's 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Right, we'll get towards the end of the road and we'll retake from there. Local bakery, they do work with restricted hours, but they are open all year round. They're open for the locals. You get a lot of tradesmen going in there for the fresh batches and sausage rolls and things like that. Maybe nothing exciting, but paid for public toilets. That's the first thing I look for every time we go at his work, is where the toilets are. Unfortunately not free, but never mind. This will be closed for the season. Barber's open all year round. So then you've got the general store. Now this general store is open all year round. The shutters are always down like that. There's literally just a small entrance at the front, which makes you feel like it's closed, but it's been like that for years. Now, a lot of these side stalls you can see here weren't open through the season. I'm not saying every one of them, but there was a good few that hadn't reopened since COVID, unfortunately. But you can't see the frontage of them from the road. It's a bit weirdly set up, so I don't think they're best marketed. This was a new bar for this season, and this seems to be remaining open for the current. Again, more arcades. Now we are still in the Welsh half term, so whether or not this changes again, I mean it's only to the end of this week, but whether or not that changes again after this weekend, we can soon find out by revisiting next week. Seagull, that's still open. And this is my favourite chippy in the area. In fact, mine's Bud's chippy in the area, and that is open all year round. Now if you see, this is owned by the same company as the one further down. Both of them are still open. This takeaway remains open throughout the season, and they do local deliveries as well. Unfortunately, the arcades are closed currently. We have queues. Well, my son used to go here for the darts academy. It's very well priced. They have snooker tables, pool tables, dart boards, and sports showing. It's not massive, but it's very well priced, and it's really popular as well. This shop surprises me that it closes for the season every year. I mean, they're absolutely jam-packed through the season, so obviously they make enough to keep open. To keep closed, but it still surprises me. This store never reopened since COVID. The cafe is closed. very well priced. We were surprised. We got a couple of pints from there. I think they worked out £5 for 2 ciders. I thought that was really well priced. Again, another sports bar. They also serve food. Now the 366 diner, I didn't think shut, so I will have to recheck that. And with the arcades being open, it does surprise me that the takeaway side of it is closed, but we'll double check their timings, because they proved to be very popular with their mega burgers and hot dogs and slushies. The slushies were well priced. I did have some churros from there, which price-wise seemed good. Unfortunately, when I received them, I think maybe, well, a good point, the oil was clean, because they were so pale, but the mix they had for them, it wasn't good. That might just be I've been spoilt this year with visiting a few of the little food huts around the theme parks, you know, at specified times of years like Oktoberfest and things like that, where they specialise in them. But yeah, it wasn't something I'd go back and buy again. And I do love churros. I mean, that's saying something. The other thing people will find while they're down here, especially this time of year, you can just see the pink in the clouds. We get some amazing sunsets, and I'm talking spectacular sunsets. I got some really nice photos taken in Penzance, Towyn area along the beach, and you literally could be absolutely anywhere. Right, so this is Funland, and this I've actually been asked by one of the subscribers to come up and do an update on it, because he had been told that the magic mouse had been removed and was wondering what it was being replaced with. Now, as you can see, it isn't just the magic mouse that's been removed. It is every ride, every movable ride. Now, my assumption is that they're travelling, because it is, although it's stationary, the rides on here are like a travelling fun fair. So I would assume the ride operators have taken their rides elsewhere, making money on it elsewhere, which makes perfect sense. I mean, it's not open. It does not make sense to have things just stood, so, but it does leave the park looking very bare and quite eerie. When you think, when we visited here in October, we came of an evening and there was lights flashing everywhere. It was absolutely jam-packed with people. You know, this is quite a different story. But it will be back, and with any luck, if I get my timings right, we'll actually maybe come back to record some of the rebuild. See if they've brought any new additions to the park, but I was actually really impressed with it last year. For such a little site, it does pack it on. There's the area for the market, Prince Market, massive market. Now that will be closed for the season. It did close in November, it'll be November the 5th. They might do a special event, although the race course is still open. They have like chariot pulling and things like that. It's not something I'm into, but apparently it's very popular. And then you look across the road to Wincups. Now this development has it looked an awful lot better to what it did do going back a good few years ago. They spent massive money on it, and it is looking really nice, and it's still open, which is great. Some of the caravan parks run different seasons. Some are 10 months, some are 10 and a half, some are 12. But it's nice to see they've got something open anyway. So I think that about covers it for today. Maybe come back in a few weeks through the day, see what we can see. If you've got any suggestions, any comments, anywhere you would like us to go, just let us know. I'm signing off. No. Right, set myself up with a coffee.
Life is confusing. Insurance doesn't have to be.
I've just been told we close tomorrow, so maybe should have to come back next week, the week after, and see what is actually open, because unfortunately I thought this place was going to be open a bit longer, but we'll soon find out. With everything else, it may be the same story.